Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is Divine Eye Mystic, back with another general reading. If you hear any music, any beats in the background, that is my Pandora playing. I do not own the copyrights to anything on there. Anything you hear playing in the background, I do not own the copyrights to. All right? But that is, again, that's my Pandora playing. This is a general reading, so only take what resonate, you guys. Leave the rest. This could be past, present, or future energy. Gender is also fluid over here. So if I'm talking about a he, I could also be talking about a she. All right. This could be a same-sex situation. So take it how it resonates. All right. I do use profanity over here, so just letting you know I cuss over here. All right. It's authenticity all day long. Just being your authentic self. All right. Don't let nobody bump your shine. I definitely don't let nobody bump mine. You feel me? But we're going to go ahead and pull a few cards and get a message out and see what, the energy holds for you guys and what's going on. Hopefully you guys are doing well, blessed and highly favored, staying prayed up. I know it's a lot going on, not just in the news, but in your own life. But keep the thoughts positive, keep a daily journal of what you feel, how much progress you made. It shows. You can tell. And then when you go back and read things from last month, 2 months ago, for those of you that are new to your journey, keep a daily journal of the things that go on with you, whether it's thoughts, whether it's signs, synchronicities, different things. All right, but definitely overall, give your ancestors their thanks, give your spirit guides their thanks. All right, throw them some hugs and kisses from time to time, because they doing their thing behind the scenes for us. All right. Well, let's pull a few cards and get a message out. But overall, hopefully the message resonates and or is helpful in some way, or you just get in for the vibe, your choice. Ron is the first card out. The next card. It's only fair that you not be here for me in my karmic season. Man, a woman. Next card. Sending weird emails to get your information and location. Came out in reverse. Whoever this is that is going through this karmic season, or this is the time to get their karma, for a lot of people, with this retrograde, it's different for everybody, because some folks are, being heightened, ascending at this time. Some people are going through their karma. Some people are, under judgment a lot sooner than they think, So a lot of people are right now dealing with dark nights of the soul, possibly like spiritual awakenings, when it comes to them being so far off their path, or being swamped in a lot of bad choices back to back, like, just constant, like repeating patterns, going back to past people, going back to old ways because they don't want to do the work. And right now it's catching a lot of people up, in their own energy, is their downfall. Like the fact that they stuck in this, negative facade kind of energy, faking something, is just making it worse for the things that they got to overcome and the lessons they have to learn. And some of them are so far behind in the lessons they need to learn that their karma is coming in faster because of it. All right. And because right now it's just them, kind of keeping other people, trying to keep people distracted, keeping other light workers, in a whole bunch of spiritual attacks. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to do the work. A lot of people are getting, their karma because of them deterring a lot of other light workers, from being on their right path, like holding them up, holding on to their energy and shit like that. But we'll go ahead and clarify. But it's, someone sending, you could have been getting some weird emails, right now, or you were, and this may have been emails that may have been asking you to follow up with something that may have involved, like a social, your address. Um, and I feel like they may be worded. You can tell, when it's probably, someone outside of anybody especially this country, because a lot of times they make emails based on what they know they think you have. If you got a Facebook, they sending you weird emails, to like tell you somebody trying to hack your page, or they sending you stuff, saying, there's a debt or a collection for something, to get in touch with this, or they telling you they got a shipment, or a package or something with UPS, or they got something with Amazon. If they see that and I feel like a lot of this stuff is like gang stalking, stuff that people use to try to like put you in situations, that really are supposed to isolate you and make you in fear. You know what I'm saying? Like cause you to have some type of anxiety, or kind of, have you on pins and needles about socializing, kind of, lowering your vibration in a way. And a lot of times worry and doubt will cause your vibration to lower. It'll cause you not to be able to manifest. Not what you really want. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get fear involved in something, or you get to questioning whether you even deserve it, or if it's even possible. And it just sets your manifestations back even more, even further. But I feel like this got something to do with someone basically like trying to use your information in a way to like set other things up without your knowledge. Not that they need to send you weird emails to do it, but it's like someone, how people use their email even on their platforms, and it's like people sending you weird emails because of it. But they want information, more information from you than what you actually give, because some people don't actually give a home address like on a platform when it comes to their business. They may have a PO box or something like that. So the least you might get is, where they possibly, a city and state, or where they possibly might reside. But as far as, most people know, that's where their mail goes. You know what I'm saying? That's where the packages go. They don't know for certain if that's your permanent resident. You know what I'm saying? If that's your only resident. Or if that's your resident, period. Okay? It's only fair that you not be here for me in my karmic season. Who is this? Clarify. Show me this person in their karmic season. 7 of Swords. Aquarius energy. This could be somebody going through some karmic, issues. They could have been in a karmic cycle, where they may have, been dishonest, had a lot of scheming, lies, a lot of deception going on. They may have, communicated a lot of different things. They may have been doing a lot of lying. Like they could have, had some history, in the criminal system, the justice system. Like they could have, got caught up in something, in some type of criminal activity or something like that. Got the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Taurus energy. Yeah. And somebody could feel as though, they got some things that they may not have fully thought out. You know what I'm saying? They may have made plans or decided they was going to do something but didn't follow through with something. Like somebody didn't follow through with seeing something through. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's like somebody in like a 7 of Wands having to be defensive, you know what I'm saying? Having to, be determined, when it comes to doing what they know is right, like standing up for what they know is right. Maybe they did not do this for you in the past. Maybe they didn't come through for you, in that way. Like getting people out of their business, and sticking to what they knew to be right before you walked away. I feel like someone, you end up six of swords, something over some dishonesty. Like something that someone, had going on that they were doing behind the scenes. Like especially if someone involved themselves in something that, may have been something like how you say people, make your bed hard, you gotta lay in it. But I feel like you don't want someone put themselves in a situation to where what goes around comes around. Clarify the Seven of Swords. It's only fair you're not here for me when I'm going through my karmic season. Give me some more on this person. Who is this in their karmic season that wasn't here for my collective? Who is this? Five of Wands with the Queen of Swords. Leo energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck with Aries. Yeah. So whoever this is, they could be a Leo or someone could be, a fire sign. Don't have to be a Leo. Could be any fire sign. But I feel like somebody was created a lot of bullshit, off the fact that they did a lot of lying, due to they maybe putting you in a competition or, having some type of conflict or something now of interest when it comes to this Five of Wands. Like they could be having arguments. They could be in a lot of different entanglements. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have a lot going on, even if it's within them, whether it's externally or internally or both. Because I feel like with this energy that somebody's in, now that they're in their karmic season, it's about a Queen of Wands that told someone, what it was and, where to get on and where to get off at, what I'm saying, respectfully. And I feel like somebody, gave someone the 411, like, this is what it is. This is how it's going to go. This is how I get down. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm gone, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want this, then that's fine. Let me move on, get that victory somewhere else. You can stay, in that situation. I feel like somebody may have had some type of connection or went and got involved with some karmic cycle, that somebody they chose over you. They may have had a home with this person. Or somebody wanted this, or you may have wanted this victory with them, you know what I'm saying? Or having something, for yourself, But I feel like someone got involved with somebody in a karmic cycle. They could be a Queen of Pentacles, Empress in reverse. Like something could have got like whatever's going on in this home. This Four of Wands is not in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It's in the upright. Aries, Leo, Sag. Because I feel like now someone is having, to deal with a lot of conflict, a lot of, fighting, arguments and stuff like that. This could be about dishonesty. It could be about the fact that you got boundaries and somebody else don't, or they didn't. They didn't have boundaries with people. And now, they in this karmic, they going through their karma right now. They in their karmic season. Like these things that they, may have gotten involved with, gotten themselves in, is blowing up. Like it's causing a lot of different things to go on around this person to the point where they may feel like there's always some type of battle, some type of dispute every time you look up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of arguments. Even with the Seven of Swords out here, it's like a lot of back and forth. Mm-hmm. And what's the Seven of Swords with the Five of Wands? What's the Seven of Swords with the Five of Wands? On the page, not easier for the karmic season. What's the Seven of Swords with the Five of Wands? The Judgment. Libra energy with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, see, somebody is under judgment right now because of the things that they did not, walk away from, close out cycles, and continuing to like be in that moment where, you may have been very generous with this person and just felt like it was this person, just walked away. After you poured so much into them, I feel like, they had to just let something go. I feel like, walking away was the best thing they felt like, or maybe you feel like walking away was the best thing you could do in a situation. And I feel like whenever you did that, it's like calling judgment on this person for the fact that they moved at such a slow pace and that they, didn't show up for you the way you, may have poured into them, with this Six of Pentacles. And I feel like somebody, had you in some type of competition, whether you knew about it or not, and they were not being honest with you about, what they had going on or how much drama, was entailed behind them. I feel like somebody may not have come off like this is somebody that will be telling you, like, I don't like drama, and they the main one got a bunch of drama going on behind the scenes. They don't want no more drama is what they meant to say. Because I feel like somebody had a lot of drama going on, and this was kind of something already taking a toll on this person as it is, for them to have to deal with people like this, and it could make this person very insecure about, how they can make something better for themselves so they don't end up with people like this. But that starts with yourself. And this person now is gaining some awareness. They could be going through a dark night of the soul because of the things that they have to be shown now. Like this person, is being made aware of how something is when you don't have boundaries and you just are a taker. Because I feel like somebody was a taker. You were a giver, they were a taker. They were not balanced. They were not balanced. And I feel like the more you may have, wanted somebody to be decisive or be, as all in as you were with them, like something just kept continuing to be unfair, imbalanced in that way. And I feel like because they just walked away without, they may even feel abandoned, or you feel like this person abandoned you. Like you felt like this person may have, I feel like somebody felt as though they just decided they wasn't nothing else for them to do but move on. Or someone having to let something go. Like they got to let something be. And this, the justice, like with them taking accountability, for the fact that they moved slow in the situation when it came to them gaining a new perspective on something. Or seeing something, from their higher self. Instead of being this king and, this king of wands in reverse. Because I feel like you put up boundaries with this person. Aries. Like somebody put up some boundaries with someone when it came to, how they like how you roll, because I feel like somebody did not have that before. Like they may be used to dealing with people that like to play games, you know what I'm saying? Like to do this scheming and, be into this trickery and shit. And being in some type of little silent competition, like trying to compete, for a person and wanting to fight and argue and all this stuff like that. And I feel like now somebody's having to deal with that without you, because that's not something that you were easily, pulled into. I feel like you already knew what you weren't going to do. And I feel like the more somebody may have been dealing with people that was willing to do it, the more they had to walk. I feel like they had a lot of karmic cycles open. Or they had one in particular that was open that they should have been out of. Because with this 501s, it's like this person, could be having arguments, with a lot of different people. Even within themselves as well. Like they could be conflicting with things that they know, was they own doing. This is actions that they took on their own. Because of them deciding, that they were going to handle every situation the same. That's what I'm getting. And now they under judgment for how they treated a queen of swords. A queen of swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's like you gave somebody truth and somebody gave you lies. You gave somebody, the best of you. You gave somebody, honesty. You gave somebody fairness, unbiased judgment. You gave someone a good listener. Like you gave a lot to this person. You gave a lot to be, in a 4-1s with them. But I feel like somebody did not even come in or decide or even get to that point of being that way with you. Or making that, clear with you. I feel like as a queen of swords, you made something clear to somebody. And like they saying, like you made yourself clear, like it's only fair that you not be here, for their karmic season. It could be a fire sign. Could have water in your chart too. Somebody could be dealing with a fire sign, or someone could be dealing with a water sign with fire in their chart. Or 2 water signs is dealing with, some air in their chart, or some a water sign dealing with an air sign. Because I feel like someone, did not make or put boundaries in place for themselves. They just kind of made their own decisions and choices and shit up as they went. But someone moving at a slow pace when it came to them, possibly, taking some accountability and being in this 8 of Wands energy, moving in slow, maybe trying to save face or like trying to keep, some peace, or like, man, I will come in and apologize, but I don't want shit to, be like this. It's going to be like that anyway. Like you can't control, the motion of the ocean just because you got, to get in this damn boat to get to the other side anyway. You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? If something's going to trouble the water, you need to be able to maneuver yourself around a situation to get where you're going. If you can't, then don't touch that boat. Don't go nowhere near that water, because if you do, you're going to have some type of, common sense and a plan in place, because, you'll end up drowning in your own indecisiveness. You know what I'm saying? And being stuck and not knowing what direction to go in. 3 of Swords and 3 of Wands in reverse. Like you don't want to make plans and then all of a sudden get easily distracted and talked out of something. Because I feel like somebody, put you in some type of silent competition, or, they battling and arguing with people now that may not even want to give, may not want to cooperate with them, But it's the fact that somebody's now going through some type of self-reflecting with this judgment. Like somebody's going through a dark night of the soul. Like they wanting, to possibly be forgiven at this point, for not respecting your boundaries, not respecting, what it was that you came with at the time when they had you in their life. Like they could want to reach out, say something, want to talk or something like that, or apologize or ask you for forgiveness, but they know it's only fair, with the judgment out here. Like somebody knows it's only fair, and the justice is at the bottom of the deck, behind the 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Like they know it's only fair. Because if they put you in situations where they didn't come through for you, shit, they had karmic cycles, that they needed to get the fuck out of themselves instead of trying to, hold on to you and stay, trying to hold on to your energy, after realizing these people ain't, they just take us just like the rest of them. That's all they had to get out of their own way. Who is it sending emails to get your information? Clarify sending weird emails to get your information. Clarify. Got the strength. Somebody sees you're not easy to influence. Like they could have been sending you this, but you haven't maybe answered them emails or opened them up. Clarify the strength. Yeah, 9 of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. So that's a fire sign. They could have been sending you some weird emails, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag, like when it comes to someone thinking, trying to test you or like trying to see, if yeah, like somebody want to see if they can like catch you off guard. But you intuitive. You too intuitive, like with the high priestess at the bottom of the deck. Like somebody, they could have been sending you these emails, these weird emails, but it's like they know you done caught on. Like something, caused somebody to be exposed, or like you already knew when you saw it what it was. Like you already knew not to open something. For some of you or somebody in particular, you could have like a spam folder or something like that that's full of shit that is weird emails. Like Facebook, Cash App, PayPal. Like you may be Amazon. Like you may be anything that you may have used that email for when it comes to purchasing things, Etsy, anything like that. It's like they may turn around and like send you some weird email from, those people, but the font is in bold letters. All of it is in bold. It's like they want to mimic how that the actual email would look, but you can tell it's an off, way that they put that email together. Like it looks off. It looks weird. And that's why I be saying, like, when it come to people outside the country, they be wanting to do that shit and scam and, play and, use some type of way of getting information. But I'm not getting, something like that. I'm getting this is somebody that wanted to send some type of weird email to, like, ask you for personal information. Like, they can't get that shit offline. Like, they ain't even got to scam you for no information, you know what I'm saying, on your location, because so many motherfuckers nowadays, like it's 2 students in Harvard that already done come together and made, some glasses that they can wear that all they got to do is just look at you and it'll give you name, address, location and shit like that, phone number. Then they turn them same 2 people turned around and talking about, oh, well, they need to pass laws so people can't be able to do this. Make it make sense. Why would you even come up with that shit to do something like that? For them to go and try to put a damn law together for somebody to, be mindful. Be mindful of people getting your information. You should have thought about that when you created that shit. They teaching y'all in Harvard. Like, goddamn. Make it make sense. Like, don't make something, oh, we discovered something. Okay, now let's make some laws. Let's go sit your ass down somewhere. Because damn. So damn smart is just ridiculous. Goddamn ridiculous. Just ridiculous. This shit got to stop. Make you want to just reach through the screen and just pop the ass. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Because damn, gotta go make some laws to go protect people information that was already easy to get anyway. Shit. Folks need to be getting folks information and fixing their fucking credit. They want to get everybody information and do what with it? Fix the damn credit then. Because people be out here, hacking and scamming folks. Our credit already ain't good. Credit score into 2 digits and they up here scheming, scamming. Sit down. Go fix the damn credit if you're going to be scheming and scamming. Be good if you had some hackers that was fixing shit, restoring stuff. But hell, you got to pay to get your credit score. How about just go back to spending cash? Shit. Can't argue with that. Of course, you got more people that, but try to set a deal like Marketplace. They got people losing their life on Marketplace trying to buy something. A ride lawnmower, you can't even show up with the money for that. Hell, they ready to take your whole damn top off. And they showed up on a goddamn ride, on the damn motorized scooter. You looking for a lawnmower. They done pulled up on a motorized scooter just to take your life. Just to see if you're going to come show up with the money. That's what Marketplace done turned into now. Shit crazy. But whoever sending these weird ass emails, they could be sending them to a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. But it's like they know you know, because you haven't opened the shit up, whatever it is. Like whatever information or location they trying to get, or whatever they trying to, get your information and location, like, oh, give me this. We need you to verify. No. I remember one man did a recording and somebody calling him, asking him for his social and stuff to verify who he is. And the man even told her he had some type of app on his phone or on his computer that can tell him who the person was he was talking to, their real name, where they location was, where they were calling from. He was like, ma'am, you calling me from some country? And she was like, no, sir. Listen, I need your information in order to vet. Like, she just was determined to, create this illusion for this man. I'm just like, what in the hell is in that energy drink you drinking over there? Because ain't nobody falling for that shit. That man ended up telling her a whole bunch of stuff about herself to the point she hung up. And that's sad that you got to, tell somebody that they need to go back to the drawing board in the worst way. Or you try to tell them in the nicest way, like, ma'am, go ahead and hang up because I know your real name. Sir, this is really so-and-so, so-and-so. Like, ma'am, listen, let's not do this. But yeah, this could be going on with a fire sign. What are they planning on doing with this information? You got the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Like somebody want to, try to get some type of like somebody want to gain some type of material success. Like they want to, get some type of gains, get some type of abundance off of something, like off of you. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Libra energy. Somebody could be upset about this shit. Because I feel like whatever they're using it for, it's like somebody, want to call a truce or, bring an ending to something. You know what I'm saying? Like they could be, trying to rest or trying to rest, rejuvenate, like contemplate, what they next actions or what they, possibly want to say next. Yeah, because whoever this is, they somebody that's like full of greed. They like to hoard. They like to. This is somebody that don't look at trying to help anybody. This is somebody that's a taker. And you could have got some clarity about a situation, especially with the Ace of Swords, like something may have been brought to light, for you. But I feel like something being revealed to you is the justice in the situation. It's like what's balancing things out. The fact that you getting this clarity. And it done left somebody in a 10 of wands, like burden way down, because you figured something out. And they were trying to gain some type of success off of it. Like this may be something that somebody was doing in order to build, some type of wealth off of this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody see that you on, you're not somebody that's like easily manipulated. Like even if this, let's just say it was a dating app or something like that, and they got your email off of there, or you gave somebody your email, or something was set up like that. But I feel like someone, may have tried to, get some type of, make some type of progress, in a situation where they could, actually build some type of abundance off of something, off of you, or get you to like give to something. Wishful thinking now. Because I feel like somebody pissed off. They upset that you caught on to something. You ain't let nothing disturb your peace for one. Like you already knew this is something, that somebody upset that they can't, disturb your peace to take from you. Or they see that you holding back, or you looked into something, or you got some clarity about a situation. Yeah. But it's got somebody way down though, because you noticed something, you picked up on something. Or you picked up on this. Yeah, picked up on somebody trying to create some type of illusion, like trying to, be sneaky, in what they doing, like making you want to question, what's going on, like making, like somebody wishing and hoping that you don't listen to your intuition. Like I'm just trying to make it as convincing as possible. Didn't happen. Because I feel like even if it's, let's just say it's a love situation, somebody wants your information, want to use some weird, or they could have been thinking about doing this, but it's like they, got like a lot to express, or they got a lot of new opportunities, or they see you having this. They could, want to see if you got something else going on, or somebody wanting, to get in on whatever it is they feel like they can build off of something that you may have coming in. It's like, then I want to see if that person, got something new going on, because somebody looks at somebody else as like some type of success story. Like they look at you as somebody is targeting or looking at you as somebody that, regardless of what they done did or tried to do to keep you down or hold you back, like you still been able to progress. You still able to move forward, and you do. You keep moving, and things just keep working out for you. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Send them weird emails to get you information. What's the Ace of Wands by itself? What's the Ace of Wands by itself? Ace of Cups. Can't make it up. Like somebody, they, it's a new love offer. Like somebody sees you as, like a blessing, a wish come true. They see you as success though. Like, it's like somebody wanting to know, if you got this new beginning, this new start, like if this, new person, has come in yet. Like this could be, a past person's person, that they walking away from, that want to see. They want to send you these weird emails to like see if, something else is going on. Like if you and that person is together, or if this person, the past person, whether it's a lover, whether it's a family member or someone, that is interested and not haven't reached out. Could be anybody from the past, all right? Because this card, sending you weird emails, is in reverse. So it could be something they already have tried to do and you've already, caught on to it. But it's something that the goal in mind was to use that information to try to see, what you had going on and with who. Or what they could get you to give to them to help build, some type of success, or they see you as somebody that's like a success story. And the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck again. Pisces energy. So it's like someone knows you to be intuitive. Like somebody is very intuitive, very tapped in. But I feel like, when it comes to this Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, it's like a new, like somebody got a lot of damn passion. They got a lot of emotion. At this point, it's a lot of pent up emotion. Seem like that somebody, just got a lot of things that they wishing and hoping for. Yeah. Like maybe somebody was trying to express or they wanted your information like to come towards you, and you could know that. Like you could know that somebody want to come towards you. It could be a secret admirer or something like that. Or this could be someone, that, is wanting to come towards you because they want to see, if this new love offer, is already made it to you with the Ace of Cups. But the Ace of Wands talks about a lot of passion. You could have a lot of passion for what you're creating. You could have a lot of passion, for what it is that you do for work. You know what I'm saying? But there's a new array of feelings coming from somebody right now. And that, like I said, this could be like a new love, or this is, a person that's newly discovering, feelings that they may not have allowed themselves to feel safe enough to feel at one time. Like somebody may have felt, too scared to trust, what they felt because they may have, been hurt, been burned, been misled in the past with, people that said they cared or loved or was genuine and really wasn't. And it makes this person made a lot of, bad decisions based on, some places in their life, paths, different things that may have hurt them. But this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Cups, this is about somebody's crown. Like somebody's, well aware. Like somebody's not, they don't have clouded judgment. Like, mm-mm. But I feel like this is you. But I feel like when it comes to somebody coming towards you, they, may have been dealing with someone that wanted your information, or this is them, at that time, looking at how they can get in touch with you or something like that, to express something. And you may have felt like you know who that was. Like you may have felt like, I noticed that person making all these weird ass emails. Like asking me this, asking me that. And it was about somebody wanting to come towards, like somebody sees you as a blessing. Like they see you as somebody that, is very abundant. And for others of you, or somebody in particular, it's like somebody, wanting, to build something off of something, when it comes to an opportunity to, have some type of material success. The Ace of Cups also talks about personal growth. And it's like somebody see you growing in your business. They see you minding your fucking business. They see you have offers coming in But there's no telling, if you are accepting any of them, if you're interested in any of them. And it's like someone, could be having that kind of mental, conflict with themselves. Could even be feeling a little bit intimidated by you because they know you are someone that is capable of and deserving of this new love. You know what I'm saying? You deserving of and got every right to want, somebody new and not have to deal with somebody from your past because of them, knowing it's not fair to you that, you not be still around in their life when they going through what they got going on. But they know, as far as the high priestess at the bottom of the deck is concerned. Like somebody knows, like they know that there's, secrets in things that, if they don't, whatever this is that they know you may know, they don't know to what extent you do know it, but they do know it may cause, some type of competition or some type of intimidation, some type of hostility, you know what I'm saying, between you and them. Mm-hmm. I feel like somebody, even if they do want to come towards you collective, somebody knows they have to think from their higher self with the temperance. Like somebody got to think from their higher self and make better solutions, find better solutions to problems other than, creating conflict, creating a lot of unnecessary drama, with, the Five of Swords. Because I feel like someone, may have a toxic, way of communicating, what they want and how they see things or how they feel just from being in a south node too fucking long. Like somebody made a lot of bad choices and it's like they got set in their ways or they ended up, having all these outdated beliefs be something that they now got to damn near like revamp their whole life now. Like they can't, operate and make choices, the way they were for the same reasons they were in the past. Like, you're dealing with somebody that is living and learning, and this person is having to do the same now, but they just late closing out cycles. I feel like they had one maybe cycle that they were in that needed to been closed out, but it's like something was long overdue. Something was long overdue for somebody to do, and they just haven't done it. They've been running from it. Somebody could be Bowleg and chocolate. You got Ron out here. Next card, show me, don't tell me. So you could want this person, to show you, don't tell you. Spirit said that's the truth. Shit. No came out in reverse. Like somebody knows, they gotta show you, they can't just tell you something. They can't just call you up and tell you like, oh, I want this with you. I love you. I this, I that. It's like, you're going to have to show that. I got to see that. They could be bow-legged. You could be bow-legged. Chocolate. Could be short. I'm hearing that song by Plies. Shouting. Give me one more to close out. Close out this reading. Close out this reading. Yep, I said that could have been a dating app. Like I said, using dating apps for flings and scams. Told you. I got that too. Like intuitively got that shit. Like somebody uses, the fact that somebody, wanna set up, fake accounts and shit like that. But it's like, somebody trying to scam a motherfucker at the same time, like, telling you, hey, what's your this, what's that, and give me this, and do you have this account, or can you do? It's like, listen, we ain't got time for all that right there. Doing too much weird shit. You're a weirdo. And I said that somebody, you may have met this person like on a dating site, but it's like somebody uses something off dating sites to like gain information. You know what I'm saying? Asking for your email, wanting to know where you stayed. Hey, where you reside, even though your profile may say you, at a certain place. It's like this person wants you to answer them questions all over again to see, what they can do with that, because this is what they do. They, hook up with people from time to time, but they also run scams on them too after a while, or they start right off the bat doing it. Using dating sites for flings and scams, clarify. Using dating sites for flings and scams. Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Like somebody could have met somebody like on a dating site or something like that. Talking back and forth, conversing, like could have had good communication with this person. Could have seen them as somebody, that, you were looking forward to like having some type of success with, achievement or something like that. Could have seen them as somebody, that you took a liking to or something like that. Yeah. You could have felt like they were your person. Clarify the Page of Swords. Using dating sites for flings and scams. Clarify the Page of Swords. Got the Knight of Swords. Like somebody could have, wanted to come in and see some type of opportunity. at that time. Like they could be in an air sign dealing with a water sign or something like that, or an air sign got earth in a chart, or you could be dealing with an earth sign. Yeah, because somebody, like wanted to take off. Like they could have been talking about like wanting, to come see you right away, like something like it's like somebody moving too fast. Like they, really was in a hurry to like get with you or something like that. Like, hey, what's your address? I want to come see you. Like you just started talking to him yesterday. It's like some big changes. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody. It's not in reverse or nothing like that. I'm not in. But this is like, that flame kind of energy, like when somebody like in a hurry, like talking and exchanging messages, you know what I'm saying? They might have liked your communication. You know what I'm saying? Like how you was talking and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody, had a lot of, like want to seize the moment. Like, man, I want to hurry up and go see this person. But it's like somebody using this as, like somebody, was using this for flings and hookups and shit like that, running scams and stuff. They could have been doing it, by themselves, or they could have been doing something as a couple. I haven't got there so far, but they may have had a lot of options based off how they met them. What's the Page of Swords with the Knight of Swords? But it's a lot of communication going on, or that was being had. But it was like communication that allowed someone to start building some type of desire, to like want to come towards and like hurry up and jump on it like me. Like, yeah. What's the Page of Swords with the Knight of Swords? Wheel of Fortune. Hell yeah, like somebody was ready to, when the tables turned. Pisces energy with the Five of Cups. Yeah, with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like somebody didn't realize something was like somebody looked at somebody like good fortune, like a good luck charm or something like that. Like somebody could have felt like somebody, hmm, clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Because you got the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's like somebody, sorrowful, over something. Like in some type of despair. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Using sites for dating sites for claims and yeah, with the death. Scorpio energy with the Magician. Mm-hmm. So someone, really realized how something, ended up not like the minute, someone decided to go seize a moment or something like that, like the tables turned and like somebody ended something. It's like somebody went through a transformation with the Magician. It's like if someone thought, what they were doing on a dating site, at one time was the way to go. It's like somebody met someone that they fucked around and met. It's like somebody fucked around and met their person or ran into their person. Like, imagine that. Like, somebody fucked around and ran into their emperor or they empress, a high priestess. You know what I'm saying? And like somebody awakened them. Because it's like the minute somebody start talking and conversing, like they start having like a lot of curiosity questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, where you stay? Where you from? Like this, with that. Woo woo. And they like, okay, I'm going to come see you. You know what I'm saying? Let's meet up. Let's do this. Let's do that. And it's like the minute the tables, the minute something got put in motion, somebody ended something. Or like somebody like put a, like it was a death or something. Like a lot of something, like somebody changed. It's like somebody changed the way somebody communicate or manifest, or change the way somebody thinks, or how they, like somebody changed the way somebody see things, like how they communicate, like how they manifest or whatever, like the way somebody was manifesting. Like if somebody was manifesting, out of they gifts like in a dark way, it's like somebody ended up trying to do this towards someone and realizing, they had to change their ways. Like somebody had to get rid of being a certain way, especially with somebody in particular they met on this dating site. It's like somebody, trying to, kept continuing to do this. It's like something, caused somebody to get caught up in a situation to where it may have, came up where they ended up having to go to jail, you know what I'm saying, or like make some changes, or they, got hit with this warning. Like they may have, found themselves in a situation or in some type of scam or fleeing with someone that, may have caused them to get caught up in a situation. You know how people end up, dealing with somebody off duty undercover? That's what I'm getting. It's like somebody came across paths, not saying they did that, but they could have came across, somebody on these dating sites that knew what they was up to, and it's because they work in that field. Like they do something, to where they monitor this kind of stuff. And it's like walking into a room or you meeting up with a person and they be like, hey, you need to stop doing this shit. This can cost you your life. Like, I'm trying to remember, how something ended, how something went when it came to somebody like meeting. I think I'm trying to remember who it was, but it was Charleston White. And he ended up, coming down on, walking down on a dude that tried to get a young person, like, to meet up with them in some type of restaurant or some type of public place or something, restroom or something, to like come on to the boy, you know what I'm saying, make a move on him. It's something like that. That's what I'm getting, is that story where he outed that dude. Because he was like, y'all, this dude, he came out, he did this. And yeah, like, this sick ass motherfucker did this to this boy. And, try to lure this boy out here, saying he this or he that, and then get this boy out here and do this and do that to him. Knowing, or I think it was a girl. But either way, it was like, somebody knowing that that person was, underage, or they were too young, too old for this person to be doing it to them. whoever that was. But he outed that dude. Well, it was like a same-sex situation. I can't remember, but I know Charleston White was the one outed that dude for, putting something like that together, to beat up with somebody like that. I don't know if he set it up like that or something like that, but he put that motherfucker on blast for doing that shit. Because he was like, this how a lot of times people, be tricking these folks, to come out and meet up with them, and then you don't see these people no more. And I feel like somebody, may have been using dating sites for something, but it's like the minute somebody puts something in motion, the tables start turning. It's like something ended up like ending out a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like something, it's like meeting somebody and like I'm done with that. It's like somebody met somebody in the moment when they were doing hookups and flings, scams and stuff like that on the site, and they may have been using that as like a side hustle or something like that. But it's like the minute they came across you and they realized you had caught on, or you wouldn't, somebody that can easily, manipulate like that, like you knew what was going on, like that's the minute something ended for somebody. Yeah, like a big change happened within someone. It's like somebody, put something to rest, like did a situation. Like I'm done being that person. Like somebody, you may have been using sites for hookups and shit like that, but I feel like, them asking questions or them, doing this in the past, may have, been something that caused the tables to turn, for them, or it turned, in that person's favor that they met. And I feel like, somebody ended up changing another person without knowing that's what happened or that would happen. I feel like somebody was manifesting somebody and they ended up not believing something, would actually come true. It's like having your own beliefs about something and thinking, oh man, I got to get out of thinking like that, man. I'm thinking too much into something, because what if, that shit ain't even, possible. And I feel like the minute somebody gave up on thinking that was possible to meet somebody, how people be like, man, you on this day and say you think you really gonna find somebody, that's gonna love you. You really think you gonna find love like that? And somebody fucked around and did. That's what I'm getting. Somebody fucked around and did that. But I feel like now they going through some type of karmic season now because of, a lot of the things that they may have hid or, try to keep secret, from you, that they were involved in at a time, before you or up until they met you, that they may be ashamed, may be embarrassed about even, Next card, last card. I see why you cut your family off the hard way. See what I'm saying? Like somebody, is realizing some things about you since you've been apart. Like they realizing, it's some things that they may have to change with this death card out here that, may involve, some things about their life that a lot of things, people were so used to this person doing or not used to this person doing at all. And it may not sit well with a lot of their family members. What they do, they may not get that kind of support from their family like you thought they did, or you may intuitively knew this person, may have had family that was being fake as well. Because I feel like somebody is seeing their family differently. They may know you to have cut a lot of your family off. You may have felt like, they have more involvement with their family than you do. You may have expressed that to them like, hey, I don't, deal with my family too much like that. So, I may not go around, if I don't go around my family and talk about them much or like that, it's probably because you done cut them off. You may have expressed that to them. But I feel like on their end, they thinking about something they know to have went on with you, and they dealing with that themselves. Like, they may have to, start making choices and changes and stuff now, or they done made a change to where it may be something that they having to accept with their own family now. Like, they may have to walk away from some of their family because, whatever their decisions entail, it may not be something these family members are going to agree with or support or be there for them, if they do this. And it may just, they may be the black sheep in their family. Okay? Clarify, see why you cut your family off the hard way. Clarify, I see why you cut your family off the hard way. Why you cut your family off the hard way? Got the 4 of Wands and the Page of Wands that came out. With the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Clarify the Page of Wands. Let's see where you got your family off the hard way. What's the Page of Wands? The Devil. With the Moon at the bottom of the deck. Pisces energy. You got the Devil out here with Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Sag with this Page of Wands. And the 4 of Wands. Like there could have been some type of conflict in this home about this person, going in a direction or making a decision, taking some action, because of how they feel. Especially when it comes to this devil energy. Like they could have been dealing with some toxic, family members or some low vibrational, materialistic ass family members. You know what I'm saying? That, had this person, fucked up. I feel like they got a lot of things they knew was an issue with them that may have, came with some materialistic views, this materialism, feeling like they had like some dependency issues, you know what I'm saying? Like they could have, relied on people, to validate what they do, you know what I'm saying? Be okay with it, support it, praise them, and they, I feel like when you got some low vibrational toxic, behavior ways, or you got people that exuberate their shit, like they put off that negative vibe about themselves, you know what I'm saying? But their actions do it too. And I feel like, when somebody in this Page of Wands, it's like somebody realizing, they had some toxicity. Like they had some, ways that they knew they needed to get rid of and face. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to be part of this family, you know what I'm saying? Or if they want a happy home, I feel like they know you know what I'm saying? Because with the Page of Wands and the 4 of Wands, it's 5 of Wands. You know what I'm saying? That's conflict. You know what I'm saying? That's whether it's within themselves, you know what I'm saying? Or it's among, a lot of different people scattered out, when it comes up to 5 people. So it could be a lover, it could be family members, it could be all family members for this person. So take it how it resonates. Like, you could be dealing with some family members that, you may have had to cut, a good bit of your family off because they don't see something, in a very balanced and fair kind of way. And they may have been like that for a long time. And they, you can only do your part, in a situation, in a family. When it comes to your lessons and your experiences in life, you can't live through your life through other people, and they can't live their life through you vicariously. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the conflict that may have come up or came out may have been something that may have caused this person to look at the fact that shit, if I'm gonna be with anybody, if I want to make any decision based on what I want and what make me happy, I may have to walk away from my family to do it. Because they're not going to support me. They going to forever, like, come towards this person, with some type of toxicity, you know what I'm saying? Or they got this, dark energy about them, or like how they see success, or how they see this person living life, or the ways that, a lot of these family members have. It's dark. And that person may end up, having a lot of illusions cast, for them, to make them not look at or trust their intuition, like keep them in fear of like focusing on what's, being hidden. You know what I'm saying? Like what it is that, folks don't want them to trust, what they mind's eye shows them. But I feel like, that's something that they feel like, I may have to cut my family off. I see why you cut your family off the hard way. Like you may have, had quite a few arguments with them. It may have been things that they had going on that just not was not very supportive. It's not very family based anyway. And I feel like people pull their family card anytime they want to get away with fucking over you. Like, we family. I shouldn't have to pay you for this. We family. I shouldn't have to do this. We family. You know how people, we get mad and we get back together. But if you keep, doing that and nobody wants to take accountability, they keep wanting to pull that family card, you end up being a people pleaser. You end up just coming around and showing up just to keep the peace. That ain't going to work. Because they still gonna be in them ways. They still gonna treat and handle you and look at you the same way. And I feel like this is what's causing a lot of conflict, in a family as it is. Is that they got a lot of people that come together, but they, end up bickering and fighting and shit. Being in competition with each other and stuff. Competing, you know what I'm saying, with each other. Like, oh, who got this? Who got that? Oh, so-and-so got so-and-so such and such going on. Oh, I ain't know that. They ain't tell me that. That kind of stuff. It's like, it's things, that they want to, they keep from each other. They keep secrets from each other and shit like that. So, it's like they know of family members that may do low down shit toward each other. Even this person, whoever a past person is, like they got some family that they see why you cut your family off the hard way. Like you may have, had to do something so dramatic. I ain't gonna even say dramatic. You may have had to do something so cold turkey real fast and stick to it to where you had to stand on it maybe for years. You know what I'm saying? And just not look back at it no more. Because these are people that's gonna be in their ways. And I feel like this person is realizing why you did that. Because I feel like they having to deal with that now. Like they having to deal with that side of their family too that's dark, that's, constantly wanting to create some type of illusion. They constantly, um, got something going on in this family where, it's always keeping somebody, at each other, at odds with each other. Or they always in some type of competition with each other, trying to, show up, better than they did last time they saw each other. It's like that. Somebody feel like y'all are one, baby. Yeah. And that's the way it is. Somebody feels like y'all won, but I feel like they gotta go through some things right now to, like, better, the connection that they do get in. Because I feel like this karmic season that they in, they, having to take accountability for the fact that they going through what they going through because you had to go through it by yourself. You can't go through a dark night of the soul and an ascension and things like that with another person. They have their own timeline. You do too. You do too. So I feel like this person is having to do the work, that they, that's long overdue for them, and they may have to end up, going the route that you went. But I feel like that's part of the process that they having to realize that don't just start with family. Like you're going to have to do this along the way with people. You know what I'm saying? They may have to do it with people in their past outside of their family too. But I'm going to end it here, collective. Hopefully the message resonates and or is helpful. But you guys make sure you do something nice for someone today, even if you don't know them. And as always, those of you that genuinely love me, know that I love you too. Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe on your way out. Mwah. Bye.